Crime Cycle, written by Donald R. Brown. Fade in. Exterior, Kilpatrick Mansion, early morning. An all-white Victorian mansion sits behind a lazy pond. Birds are twittering. Willow trees are blowing in the wind, and the sun is perched perfectly in the sky. All is serene. Abigail Kilpatrick, 60, opens the door to retrieve her copy of the Chicago Tribune. She's unreadable, mysterious, peculiar. Abigail smirks at the headline, 50 shot, 12 killed in Memorial Day massacre. She mulls over the scenic environment for a bit before returning inside. Interior, Kilpatrick Mansion, continuous. The foyer is priceless. 20-foot-high ceilings, decadent crystal chandelier, Italian white Carrara marble polished floor tiles. A large portrait of the entire Kilpatrick clan is mounted in the center of the wall, demanding the attention of anyone that enters the home. Abigail eyes the portrait with admiration before pacing toward the kitchen. Suddenly, she hears a ruckus. Abigail glances to her side and notices her son, Nathaniel Kilpatrick, 17, storming down the stairs. Nathaniel is tame and boisterous, a proven extrovert.
Nathaniel, how many times do I have to tell you? Stop running down the stairs. You can break your neck, for Christ's sake.
He takes an irritated breath before responding.
Sorry, Mother. It won't happen again.
I hope not. Now scurry back upstairs and get your sister. Your father is waiting for us to begin.
Of course.
Interior, Kilpatrick Mansion, upstairs hallway, continuous. Nathaniel trots back upstairs and knocks on his sister's door, Madeline Kilpatrick, 17. Madeline is reminiscent of her mother, yet more shy and meek, aloof, sensitive with her vulnerability. She cracks open the door, barely letting Nathaniel see her face.
What?
Mother said it's time. Father's waiting for us.
I thought it was tomorrow.
Me too. But you know they're always switching things up.
But we'll be late for school.
Since when has that ever mattered?
They hold each other's gaze.
I'll be done in 30 seconds.
She slams the door shut. Interior, Kilpatrick Mansion, kitchen, continuous. Abigail is using a large steak knife to dice a tomato. She's almost finished making the sandwiches for Madeline and Nathaniel's lunch. As she places an extra set of napkins in their lunch bags, Abigail directs her attention toward the television. A news anchor is reporting on a recent story.
The ongoing suburban murder mystery continues. This morning, authorities found the remains of Jeremiah Phillips, a 22-year-old UIC student, on the outskirts of the Oak Lawn Forest Preserve. This marks the 6th assumed murder in 9 months for the suburban killer who leaves his victims' body parts in plain sight and marks them with a capital letter. Neither the Oak Lawn or the other surrounding police departments have any leads at this time.
Madeline and Nathaniel are walking toward Abigail.
Sleep well, Maddie?
Yes, Mother.
Excellent.
She reaches for their lunch bags and hands them to the kids.
Here you go, and here you go.
Nathaniel and Madeline attempt to hide their disdain. Utterly sickened, they still get a packed lunch from their mother.
Okay, let's put those away in our backpacks and join Father in the living room, shall we?
Interior, Kilpatrick Mansion, living room, continuous. Joseph Kilpatrick, 62, is standing before a massive picture of a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus. On the surface, Joseph is a common man, sandy brown hair, medium build, keen facial features. He possesses a fairly subdued personality, but will strike in an instant if rubbed the wrong way. The rest of the family enter the room and stand by his side. They all hold hands. Abigail immediately to his right, the children on each of the ends.
Let us pray.
They bow their heads in unison. Interior, Kilpatrick guest home, early morning. The Kilpatrick clan are entering the guest home, walking en route to the bedroom. The place is a mess. The aura of dirty clothes and food remnants pierce the air, leaving a pungent odor. With Joseph leading the pack, they maneuver their way around the clutter and come to a halt directly in front of the bedroom door. Before the Kilpatricks can enter, they hear a loud knocking noise. Thump, thump, thump. Joseph opens the door. Diego Gonzalez, 44, is wrapped in white bandages around his upper body. He's hanging upside down by a steel chain attached to the ceiling, hovering over a pool of blood. His mouth is duct taped shut. He's knocking against the wall, uselessly wiggling around, attempting to set himself free. He spots the Kilpatricks and tries even harder to escape, inducing painfully inaudible noises. He's bug-eyed, desperate, petrified of his fate. The Kilpatrick clan walk into the bedroom one by one. Madeline turns to her left and grabs a pair of pliers off a wooden shelf. Abigail turns toward the same shelf and reaches for a screwdriver. Nathaniel glances right and picks up a jackhammer. Joseph reaches around him and gathers a chainsaw. They begin to walk in Diego's direction. Diego's exerted all of his energy. He attempts to yell for his life one last time. Yet all it amounts to is a muffled cry for help. Joseph lifts up his chainsaw, set for the kill. He glares at Diego and makes eye contact with his victim before ending his life.
Bye-bye, Diego.
Joseph revs up the chainsaw and sticks it in between Diego's legs, presses the tool downward, and begins to sever his manhood.